Well, imagine sailing away to the tropics with no intention of returning for months, maybe even for years. Pretty nice it sounds, doesn't it? Well, the Knoxville family's doing just that. Butch, his wife Gretchen, their 4-year-old son Reese set sail for the Florida Keys on yesterday. Their 40-foot sailboat is now their home for however long, they're not sure. Has enough food and supplies and utilities, they say, to last for months. After years of saving, they both quit their jobs as pharmacists and they hit the open seas.
The biggest benefit to me is that I get to spend time and raise my son and be with my husband, and, you know, we'll get to have great adventures together.
I would say so. Well, you can learn much more about how they plan to live on the high seas coming up tonight at 5:30. But you know what? You can learn a lot about it right now because you've spent some time with this family.
Yeah, we went out yesterday. They set sail at 10 a.m. yesterday, and they picked Thursday. I thought this was cool because Friday is bad luck. You're not supposed to leave on a Friday to sail.
Set sail on a Friday.
It's a old wives' tale that it's bad luck.
Well, listen, if you're going to start out on a journey like that, you don't want to be testing those theories, do you?
So they left on a Thursday. The weather was great. They were all set and ready to go. So they took the trip. They started Thursday, and we actually are going to set up a page on our web channel. It's volunteertv.com/aroundtheworld, and we're going to follow them as they take this journey. They left yesterday from Knoxville. They're headed down to the coast of Florida. They're going to head down the coast and then head down to the Keys first. They'll spend a month or so in the Keys, and they're going to the Bahamas, spend several months in the Bahamas, and then they don't have a timeline. They're really
just doing it.
They're just going.
Yeah. They're
just going. And here's a picture of, they have a blog. It's called cruisinglucidity.blogspot.com, and this is a picture of Butch on his boat that they've been getting ready for 2 years. They've been planning this trip forever. So for about 10 years ago is when they made the decision. So we're going to have more about it coming up throughout the show this morning, and then for the next several months.
Wow, who knows?
Who knows? They're going to be sending us back and forth. It'll be pretty cool. We'll explain more coming up at 6 o'clock.
You know, I wasn't even sure you could get to the ocean from Tennessee, but what is it, Tennessee River to the Tom Bigby River to Mobile, and then there you're in the Gulf and off and running. So it can be done. Be fun to keep up with them over the next several months, and we'll have more on their journey in just a few minutes as well. 5:49, we're back with more here on East Tennessee This Morning.
Thanks for staying with us. Imagine sailing into the sunset toward paradise with no timeline to your return in sight. Volunteer TV's Allison Hunt caught one East Tennessee family just before they set sail for the Florida Keys from Knoxville.
There's more to life than working.
It'll be a growing relationship experience.
Life for Butch, his wife Gretchen, and 4-year-old son Reese will be on the open waters for as long as they can imagine.
We are taking our 40-foot sailboat to the islands from Knoxville, Tennessee.
They'll navigate south through the Tennessee River to Mobile, Alabama, down the coast of Florida and into the Keys.
The cool thing is it'll be different. Every morning you wake up someplace different. You meet different people along the way.
Their dream of living at sea began a decade ago when Butch proposed on a sailboat.
As it went along, we both knew we wanted more than your normal suburban, lifestyle. We just wanted more out of life than that.
4 years ago, they bought Lucidity and have spent the last 2 years getting her ready for the trip of their lives. Reese came along during the planning.
With a 4-year-old along, it's going to be much more fun than even what I thought then.
Butch and Gretchen decided to retire early.
If you waited for the exact right moment, it'd probably never come. You don't know. So you just have to cut the lines and go.
They quit their jobs as pharmacists.
We saved up money for years. We've got enough money saved up to go for pretty much as long as we want, up to a few years, 5 years maybe.
The boat is loaded to the gills. Lucidity has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a full kitchen, a refrigerator, a freezer, an air conditioner, and a 150-gallon water tank, and enough food and supplies to last months.
We hope to be able to go out and anchor out somewhere for a couple of weeks without having to come back to town or a marina for anything.
They'll live on less square feet, but on more time, which is exactly what they're looking for.
To get out of here, step down a couple of gears, and live on at our own pace with nature and not be pushed by a clock.
The biggest benefit to me is that I get to spend time and raise my son. and be with my husband, and we'll get to have great adventures together.
Adventures that make a 4-year-old's imagination run wild.
Fish and sharks. And a big shark. And eat fish. And I'll see a pokey fish.
They plan to spend their time swimming, fishing, and teaching their son about the world.
This is a wonderful place, East Tennessee, and we love it here, but there's so much more out there. There's so many more cultures, and I think kids need to see that.
It's an inspiration. Slow down, spend time with family, and let the little things in life float by.
Life's too short not to.
Allison Hunt, WVLT Volunteer TV News.
But Gretchen and Reese will have phones, internet, radio, and more on board, so we're going to keep in touch with them as they travel, and you can too. You'll be able to track their trip, see pictures, video, and read blogs on our web channel, volunteertv.com.